Now, yeah, that's it. Sorry, guys, but I think it's go well after that. So let's start. I think I will introduce myself one more time. So I'm Raíza. I work with web developing and manage content. I'm talking from Rio. I'm Carioca. I'm a mother and married and a nervous person and anxious too. But I love this place. I love this community and I love being here. So it's my way to chat with you with a topic I like it. It's tech and practice my English. So I ask you for introduce yourselves. So I think Vinicius, go ahead.
Hi guys, I'm Vinicius. I'm 21 years old. I am a web developer at Contotel company. So I'm back end junior, but I have 1 year in my career. So I'm nervous too because it's my second time, but it's okay. And this is
And you, Denise.
Hi guys, I am Denise. I'm from Curitiba. I'm studying about 1 year and a half to change my career. I wanna be a front end developer. I really liked this stuff. And I wanna improve my English and learn how to speak this type of vocabulary. And I like this place too. So I hope don't be so nervous and try to can speak well, and that's it. I'm mother too. I have 2 kids, and it's very hard to learn English and learn JavaScript.
Yes, I'm agree with you. It's not my area, but it's hard to learn JavaScript. And how about you, Heitor?
Hi guys, I'm Heitor. I'm 38 years old. I'm living in São Paulo. I'm work as quality assurance for a cashback company for 2 years past, almost. And I have a little son, huge dog. I'm married. And I'm trying to improve my English to get a abroad job. So that's
Good,
me.
good. It's the right place to chat and
Yeah.
expand your vocabulary to try. And I hope you got it. This.
Yeah,
And
it have been helped me a lot.
Yes. Do you want to introduce yourself? So I think not. Yasmin is here to help me if I need, because I'm new in this. So let's start the topic tonight. So this topic, it's very important to me because I'm working with low code and it's not very good seeing this area because it's a polemic. I think I feel this. It's a polemic area to work when you say you work with a develop. So I will start for the question number 1. Do you know what low code is? And do you know what low code is?
I think I know. I think something like weeks, then you have to develop something, but without typing so much codes. For example, you just have a visual tools to develop something. I think that.
Yes, is it's exactly that is you talk. And you, Denise, what's your view to low code is?
I think the companies need the low code because they can do quickly and maybe can help another types of companies. And I think everything in the technologies is necessary. It depends of the things what you need. And I think I don't see like is something bad. I can see like this, but my mentor, they was don't see nothing in low code. You can't you don't need to see that. You don't need to start nothing like that. But I think you can we need to know because a lot of companies sometimes I see some companies from UK, London, and another countries, and some types of jobs they ask you, do you know something like low codes? And I think some places need these types of codes. That's what I think.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think it's necessary. So, and you, Vinicius, what do you think
I
about?
agree. I agree with you. Uh, I see about the local uh, dot não faz muito tempo. Sorry, I don't know how to say this, but okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. And I think that is are tools that make the development of a new feature more efficient or more quickly. Depends of the what the people want about the project, about the features, uh, all this. So I think that is.
Yes, I'm. Everyone said what low code is, and I share with you the opinion. And I work with low code, so it's basically tools to do quickly features do you need. So I think it's a has function in all companies because you cannot do everything with code. I think it's a marriage. So I will skip to the question number 3 because it's a good question. Do you think there is a difference between a developer and a programmer? So who want to start answer that?
I can start.
So go ahead, please.
Actually, I don't see any difference between developer and programmer. I think the goal is the same. You have to deliver something functional and something that works for a customer or a client. So I think the only difference is how do you do that, how to develop that or programming. I think that's the only difference between that two words, kind of. jobs.
Great. I agree with you. I think this too. I think it's not like the same thing, but not opposite, you know. Not opposite. So, and you, Denise?
I agree with you. And I know has a lot of type of things in this area. There's many things, but for me, is like the same, but it's not to the same. But I know, but I can't explain. That's it.
Okay. And you, Vinicius?
Until today, I think that this is the same thing, the same function. But I'm thinking about this, and I don't see so much differences between the function, the professional or a developer or a programmer. For me, in my experience, in my job, I am a analista de sistemas, systems analyst, all right?
Yes.
And I made I make the same things that I made in my other job, that I was a software engineer. So this is so much terms for the same job, I think.
Yes. I bring this question because I listen in same talks and want to hear if it's different to develop something and program something, but I don't think it has the different in the way you do. It's not important. Like Heitor said, you wanna deliver a good future, a good issue, a good app, whatever you do. So I think the will and the goals, that's it. Good, and make something good with that. Sorry. And Denise, do you wanna pick a question to answer?
Do you prefer to use solution with traditional code or low code?
So go ahead, start to answer.
I'm learning how to do a code, so now I prefer to do by code, because I know what I can do. I know what I can, how far I can go. So I prefer code, but I don't know nothing about low code, so that's why maybe I wanna code.
Okay.
I know it's hard. It can be hard, and can be more longer, because you need to something to do, and to prepare something, to like how to say, I forgot the name in Portuguese and in English, so
Forgot the word totally.
I forgot the word, yes. But I know it's different, and depends of your experience too. Now I don't have any experience, just studying, so I know it's gonna be so hard for me. But maybe when people is more experienced, they can do in 1, 2, or 3 days, maybe.
Yes. If you want to improve your code, so doing code. I think that's.
Yeah.
And you, Vinicius?
I never worked with low code, but I worked with code, and the Python ecosystems in your frameworks. But I think I prefer code because this is just that I know. But
Yes.
I will after this class I will go to see more about low code
Yes,
because
please. It's a beautiful word too.
I will go see more about this. Uh, until to I know about this ecosystem.
Okay, and you, Heitor?
I think I have the same position of Vinicius. I prefer traditional code because that's what I do at this moment. I never try to do something with low code. Probably if I try, I start to like that, but at this moment I prefer the traditional code.
Yes, I prefer low code because I work with this too. And I saw many friends with difficult to when you code too much and has to manage these tools of low code. It's difficult to. It's not too easy when people said on Twitter, on this chat. It's
But
complex too.
a little question.
Yeah.
It's you. Let's refresh my mind. So, do you can do all the things you do with the traditional code, like, for example, create a web app with connection with a database,
Yes.
and you can do everything, the same things you do with the traditional code.
I can said you do everything, but I know you can create with Power Apps. You can do with low code, and has a certification, Microsoft certification about this. It's a career, and you do use database with that and do websites with low code using WordPress, Wix. You can do bots with Node-RED. You can do uh, emails, like what can I say? Spread is mail marketing with Mautic. It's all tools with low code. You have a little code and someone these tools, it's no code. Do you need any code? So it's a beautiful word. Come know this place if it's too great too.
And
I
another
love.
question. Sorry guys, but I'm very interested in that. But you were able to create logs and to connect with mensagerias. I don't know how to say that in English, but you have to able to create a pooling to take these messages. You were able to create all back end of application.
So with low code, yes. No code, no. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's more complex, but you can do. I not do this. I'm learning
Okay.
too. I'm in the area like 10 months. So I joke if I'm a baby dev. I'm not a junior. I'm baby yet. But you can do. I don't know the
Nice.
way, but yes, it's possible.
Very nice. Now I'm interested about low code.
Oh, great. I'm so happy with that, guys. And I'm bringing the another question. I think it's a good question to bring now. Do you think low code has more security risks, and why? Vinicius, do you think, Vinicius?
I don't know if I can talk about this, but I think that maybe because in the traditional code you can have security risks too if a project don't do very não for bem programado, I don't know how to say this in English, sorry, but if a project code, traditional code, they have security risks, low code have too, but I don't know what's the difference until now. After this class, I will go see about this.
Yes. And because some people said when you work with tools, you have more risk. You know, it's not only about low code. When you create and develop something using tools, not a code, not programming, like to start from zero, you has more risk. But I think it's like Vinicius said, and I don't know. I think it's the risk is equal. I don't saw the difference. And how about you, Denise?
I think even Vinicius, I think you have it risks in the same type of codes, but I think in low code you have more because you can control everything, I think. And that's why we can choose what you wanna do with low code and what you wanna do with code, and you need to choose the language what you're gonna use for the better thing for this program is more security, and so depends of the project you're gonna do for you choose what you're gonna use, low code, what the language, the frameworks, I think.
Yeah. And you, Heitor?
I think I explored something about low code. I was learning about security, some penetration tests, and I tried to penetrate with weak sites of some little countries, for example, in distant areas of Brazil. But as I can see, Wix have a concern about that. For example, don't let the important information free for attacks. So I have you have the same risks doing with low code as the traditional code. But I don't know if you have, as Denise said, if you have the same tools, you have the same ways to keep your codes safe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not the same way, but we have the tools to bring it to bring more security to the project. And I think the risk it's there around us.
That's
code,
right.
no code, low code, always.
Yeah.
It's always have one person trying to input a script on your site. So it's a terror, but okay. We're here to solve these things too. So, and you, do you want to pick a question to answer?
Number 5. Do you prefer to choose a solution with traditional code or low code? Well, unfortunately, I don't know low code. I never tried that, but I think I'm old-fashioned. I really like to type and develop the code with while I think about that. So while I don't know deep how low code works, I say I prefer the solution, not the traditional solution.
Yeah. And you, Vinicius?
Me too. Me too, because this is the way that I work. So until now, I prefer the code because I think that in code you have more options to make about your project, to do in your project configurations and other things. And I think another question, I think that in code you can do more configurations in this that can make your project more secure too. But I think that low code uh, with the time will be so secured because the technologies and the code will be more improved and with the time. So, but now I prefer code
Yeah.
until now.
And you, Denise?
I prefer code because I'm in love with code. And I like how I feel when I'm doing, and I think I think I need to start to work quickly because I wanna do this for my life. And
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about low code, but if one day the company ask me, do you want to learn? If you can learn to help us with something, of course I will try to learn. I know they have a lot of levels. They have it when you are starting, you have it advanced. So I think you can do a lot of things. That's why they are using a lot. And it's everything I think is necessary. That's why it exists.
Yes, I think that too. So I wanna bring the question number 7 because I love this topic too. And do you believe low code will eliminate the work of IT teams? You, Vinicius, do you think?
This is a good question.
Yes.
I don't believe this because and how until today the technologies in the past you have opportunities to work with this until today. So I don't think that low code will eliminate the traditional code, but with the time, more opportunities, more jobs will be in the market. I don't know how to say mercado, but this is I don't believe.
Yeah. And you, Waiter, what do you think?
Well, I think always we need something to program the low code to work. Maybe the traditional code will be decreased by the years, but I think we have probably 5 until 10 years with traditional code being more used. So I probably compare low code with IE. It's something then extraordinary, but I don't think for nowadays. I think something for the future.
Yeah. And you, Denise?
I agree with Victor, and I think maybe in the future they will try to create something more security and quickly because they need everything for yesterday, and maybe they will improve low code, and that's why in the past they usually try to program with language C and assembly, and now we have JavaScript, we have React, we have Python, and then they are improving and trying to give something more human, no like computer language. So I think they are trying to improve, and maybe can get more years. And I want to learn. I want to be there.
Yeah.
Whatever they are, I think you need to improve too. That's it.
Yes. I think, like Arthur said, and you, Denise, I think the traditional code will decrease because the generations more time has the will to bring everything for today. I bring the idea in the morning, and in the end of the night, I wanna be a success app online, and I think low codes, perhaps, I don't know, but I think low code can bring this speed in this process, but I don't know, it's a good way, but let's see. I hope all there to saw this change in the future. So I'm go to the question number 10. With what we had, do you think low code is the solution to everything? I'm an infiltrate here because everyone is code and I'm only the low code here, but I go first with Denise this one.
Sorry. Nowadays, I think low code is not the solution for everything, because depend of the types of the project. What do you need? What do you need to do? I think they is not like Java is better than JavaScript. No, Java you can use for another thing, and JavaScript for another thing. So, and you now this year, low code is for something quickly, something you have to do for yesterday. You need to like do now. Yeah, you need to do now. You need to bring me quickly. So that's why I think today is not the solution for everything. For some of the things, yes, but not everything. That's it.
And you, Vinicius?
I agree with Denise because I think that any one technology can make all things and resolve all problems. So the same happen with low code. This isn't the solution for everything until today, but in the future, I know, I know yet. I don't know yet. Sorry.
And you, Heitor, what do you think?
Well, maybe the low code is the silver bullet that we have been looking, but I doubt. Maybe, probably, will be something very popular in the future, because I think maybe it's a fast solution to develop something when you can integrate the back end and front end, and you don't have a lot of developers. You don't need probably a long sprints, and maybe could be a good thing for the future. I don't think it's that solution. I think as Vinicius said, nothing's the only solution. You have a good solution for any kind of problem. So I think that.
Yes, I agree with you guys. I think nothing it's the big solution for one thing or everything. You have any ways to do something. So I think low code is that. It's one more tool because we are two. So it's just the way you do the work. So I think that's it. And I think we can bring the number 6. I know you don't know low code, but what kind of benefits can you see with using low code? The obvious is the time we can gain in this using this kind of program. So I think that. And you, Vinicius, what benefits do you saw?
The money, the costs of the project, obviously, the timing. I don't know how to say this, but wait a minute. Menos peoples, sorry, but and this is the time, the costs of the project, and quickly, fast, the fast project will be developed for the company, for the client. And this is.
And you, Denise?
I agree with Vinicius. I think it can cost less, and the group of the people who are working, I think it is less than when you work with a code, traditional code, and you can do faster than another type of code, and that's it. I think I can remember nothing more.
And you, Heitor?
I don't know if I'm correct, but maybe you don't have to go so deep to develop something, because with a traditional code you have to learn about all the steps. For example, when you develop some microservice, you have to learn about code, you have to learn about logs, you have to learn about databases. And I don't know, I don't have this knowledge to say when you develop something in low code, you have to know all about that. Probably yes, but I don't think you have to go so deep in this kind of subject to develop something.
Yeah, it's a soft way to come to this area like IT, but like I said, can be very complex, can be very difficult. I passed last week solving a huge problem here when I work, and well, it's a long work, but we solve it. But I think the code, traditional code, I don't know how can I say, but the time you has to study it's longer. You know, you can study longer with low code, but in short period you can bring good solutions with low code. And I think with code we don't care.
I wanna do a question.
Yeah.
How you can refactor the projects, like when the clients ask you for change some things, or you need to change some things on the project, you can refactor normally?
Yeah, depends. I work creative websites and solutions in these sites, so you can do the change, but I don't have the knowledge to explain to you how can I do this, because it's not the thing I work. But here in my company we do, but it's not me.
Okay.
But you can do.
Okay, thanks.
It's not a problem, it's a pleasure. So I think that's it. I think I can bring the low code words for you guys. And if you wanna search and chat later, you can search me and ask me. I love talk about this topic, because I'm here because low code. I'm learning code too, but low code it's more easy for me. So I think has space for everyone, and it's a huge place to be. It's the tech world. So I hope you like this topic. If you wanna do one more question, I love to answer.
I have a question.
Okay.
What the name of the technologies that you work in your day?
Oh, nowadays I work with Node-RED.
Node-RED.
Yes. Mautic. WordPress. I'm working with Wix too, but not this company. I'm a freelancer on Wix. And that's it. The biggest, that's it. And Google tools too. I work in with the website. So, and some oh my god, some tools to SEO too. I'm work, but the biggest it's Node-RED, WordPress, and Mautic.
Okay, thank you.
Mautic it's for our marketing emails, and Node-RED for forms, and WordPress for websites and e-commerce too.
Thank you.
So 5 minutes we bring the people in another rooms.
Let me ask something in 5 minutes. Have you ever created some mobile apps with low code?
I'm not to work with that, but as I said, it's power apps you can search, and you can do mobile apps too with that. It's very great, but I don't have the time to study this, but I like a lot. I search but not study. It's so many things to study. So
I think
But-
that's a problem. We have a lot of things to study, but we have enough time to do that.
Yes, exactly. It's too hard to manage that
Yeah, that's right.
time to
Yeah.
work, study, and improve your English.
Yeah. Now I'm studying JavaScript and React. So
Oh, I'm
very hard.
studying React a little too nowadays, but I don't like too much, but
I like very much.
okay. I'm like I like Python. It's my first language, so for
Yeah.
me,
I don't have my heart.
yes. So I think everyone is here, and I wanna question for Arthur. How was the chat in your room?
Was very nice, actually. It was very interesting.
Do you know low code?
I know a little bit. I never worked with, but I know some platforms, some solutions as Power Apps from Microsoft.
Power Apps. I said that here.
Yeah, I work with some solutions from Microsoft, so they have all the solutions have a little bit of drag and drop of low
Yeah.
code stuff. It's so Microsoft that
So nice. And how about you, Leonardo? How was the conversation? Do you know low code or not?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, we enjoyed so much, and I don't have any experience in working directly with low-code platforms, but I know, for example, Wix to build websites, and Shopify, and others. For example, Alteryx to use to build some data analysis. I used Alteryx in a course that I did before.
Great.
And I don't know if Power BI and Tableau, for example, they are some kind of low-code program, but maybe.
Yeah, can be. So I will put in the chat a little one form to you. Oh my God, I can't put the chat. So to you answer and give me a rating. So I'm sorry for the beginning. I'm very nervous, but I think it's a good topic and the meeting was great. And that's it, guys. Every Thursday at 6, I'm here to talk about tech. And I hope you come more times to give me the chance to improve and help you improve too. And I think that's it.
Great.
So, bye-bye, guys. Until
Bye, guys.
Thursdays.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.